The youngest members of German society will benefit from the new government's education policy. At least that's the plan. Tomorrow's top scientists are to receive extra help today. Angela Merkel's Conservatives and the Free Democrats have pledged to invest money throughout the system, from the very early to postgraduate level and university research. Ensuring good German language skills will be a particular focus with preschool children. Education was one area where the future coalition partners were quick to reach an agreement.
For years, if not decades, we've stood by and watched while other countries have overtaken Germany in the area of education. We want to ensure better conditions right from the start, so that all children, regardless of where they come from and their knowledge of German, have the opportunity to develop their talents and abilities.
The government plans billion-euro cash injections for education and research, despite the sizable budget deficit and the economic crisis. The aim is to ensure that as many children as possible make it to university level, including children from working-class and immigrant families. The future government says it is especially keen to help these children, as international studies show they're more likely than their counterparts to be left behind in the German school system. The plan also includes offering improved training for educators in preschools and kindergartens. The president of Berlin's Free University says he believes the government is serious about its commitment, but he says more is needed.
Language development is one problem. But another issue is that parents from underprivileged areas may lack the confidence to say, yes, my child can do it too. We need to create a climate where progressing through the system is considered the norm.
Many students on the university campus hope to benefit from the new government's education policy. We asked what could be improved.
Equipment. You just look around and see the classroom situation, the antiquated technology that some institutes have. And we need more teaching staff. Some lectures are extremely full.
I get the feeling that it's all too much for the tutors. They are overworked and they aren't very well paid either.
If we could just have some help with buying all the textbooks, that would be good. It becomes a serious financial problem when you have to get by on a grant.
But at university level, the future government is looking initially to sponsor only the most promising students by increasing the number of scholarships available. Hannes Ebert, who's studying political science, is one of the lucky ones. He's already got a scholarship.
In the first 2 years, I got €330 a month. For me, that meant that especially during my basic studies, I was able to explore a wider range of options.
Hannes Ebert was also able to spend 2 semesters abroad. He says without the scholarship, he wouldn't have been able to study so intensively.
I couldn't have afforded it otherwise. My parents couldn't have either, especially those first 2 years. So I would probably have had to work 40 hours a month. 10 hours a week is, I think, standard for most students.
If the new government's plans come into force, 10% of all students will receive a scholarship, 5 times the current number. But many see even greater room for improvement long term.
Germany is a scholarship wilderness. There are far too few scholarships available for ordinary students. Compare us with the US, for example, where we often think people don't get enough financial support. There, 55% of all students get a scholarship.
Dieter Lenzen says it will take at least 10 years to transform the German education system, but the new government will need some earlier evidence of a return on its investment, clear signs that more children are receiving a better start in life.